Last-minute bombshell. Tottenham submits £70 million Bryan Mbeumo bid to beat Manchester United. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Tottenham have tabled a stunning £70 million bid for Bryan Mbeumo, blowing Manchester United out of the water in a move that could reshape the summer transfer window. Tottenham Hotspur's interest in Bryan Mbeumo has been gathering pace over the past few days, as reports have linked the Lilywhites with the Brentford man, who impressed last season, scoring 20 goals in the Premier League. It was reported a few days back that Spurs were expected to rival Manchester United for the signature of Mbeumo, as they edged closer to signing former Brentford manager Thomas Frank. Frank has now joined Tottenham, and it is understood that initial contact has been made with Mbeumo, who is now reported to be intrigued about the possibility of moving to North London following the appointment of the Dane. Tottenham submits £70 million Bryan Mbeumo transfer bid. Spurs fans are excited about the latest links with Mbeumo, with many urging Tottenham to sign the top player. Now, a fresh report from the Mirror has revealed that Spurs have put in a bid for Mbeumo, one that is worth more than what Manchester United have placed. A £70 million bid is reported to have been put in by Tottenham as they look to hijack Manchester United's move for the Brentford forward. According to the outlet, Spurs' offer is worth £65 million plus £5 million in add-ons, £10 million more than United's. It is claimed that Tottenham want to make a marquee signing this summer, and with a £70 million offer tabled for Bryan Mbeumo, it looks like Daniel Levy has identified his statement signing for this window. It is understood that, as it stands, United are not preparing to lodge any more offers higher than their £60 million bid, as their previous offers are said to have been rejected by the Bees. Brentford, on their part, are said to value Mbeumo at £70 million and are not willing to step down their valuation. With Tottenham now reaching the expectations of the West London club, it remains to be seen what move the Cameroon international makes, as it is reported that United is his preferred destination. Spurs have set their sights on Eberechi Eze as their primary summer target, with Sami Mokbel, correspondent for BBC Sport, confirming the club's strong interest in activating the £68 million release clause in the Crystal Palace star's contract. The 26-year-old England international is highly admired within Hotspur Way, and his profile perfectly fits the bold new vision under incoming head coach Thomas Frank. The former Brentford boss, recently appointed to lead a new era in North London, is understood to be a huge admirer of Eze and has already given his approval for the deal to move forward. Despite Tottenham reportedly lodging a £70 million bid for Bryan Mbeumo, club insiders suggest that Eze is the true marquee signing the club is prepared to break the bank for. The versatile attacker, who can operate both centrally and from wide areas, brings the creativity, flair and Premier League experience that Spurs are targeting to rebuild their attack. With the Champions League qualification secured after the club's Europa League triumph, Spurs now boast both the prestige and the financial muscle to attract elite-level talent. Daniel Levy and Fabio Paratici are said to be ready to fully back Thomas Frank in the market, with a summer budget reported to exceed £300 million. Eze is viewed not only as a player who can make an instant impact, but also as a potential long-term successor to Heung-min Son, whose future remains uncertain amid continued interest from Saudi Arabia. Eze's ability to operate both centrally and on the left gives Tottenham crucial tactical flexibility, and with James Maddison's injury record raising concern, the Palace star is seen as an ideal addition to add creativity, dynamism and goals to the final third. His homegrown status, technical quality and Premier League experience further strengthen his appeal to the club's recruitment team. Backed by a substantial transfer budget, and with Champions League football secure for next season, Tottenham are prepared to break the bank to deliver Frank the players he needs to compete at the highest level. Club chairman Daniel Levy, along with football advisor Fabio Paratici, is said to be fully supportive of Frank's vision and willing to invest heavily in the summer window. Eze's potential arrival would signal Tottenham's intent to build a versatile, attacking and possession-dominant team, with the England international viewed not only as a statement signing, but as a cornerstone of the club's long-term project. Tottenham's intent is clear: usher in a new era of ambition and quality, and Eberechi Eze could well be the statement signing that launches the revolution under Thomas Frank's leadership. Tottenham Hotspur are now contenders to land Morgan Gibbs-White from Nottingham Forest this summer after a big development regarding the midfielder's future. According to various reports, Tottenham are expected to sign reinforcements to their midfield this summer, with Yves Bissouma potentially on his way out of the club. It was reported a few months ago that Gibbs-White was firmly on Tottenham's radar, with Forest willing to cash in on him for £50 million. However, it subsequently emerged that Man City had emerged as the frontrunner to land Gibbs-White, and the speculation linking the England international with a move to Spurs has since died down. However, the Daily Mail have some good news for Tottenham Hotspur, revealing that Man City, who previously showed strong interest in the Forest star, are no longer as keen on the 25-year-old. The report says that Gibbs-White now faces a decision on whether to sign a new deal at the City ground or hold out for a Champions League club to approach. The outlet adds that in that respect, Tottenham's interest in the player is worth keeping an eye on this summer. Even with the offer of Champions League football, it may be a challenge for Spurs to be able to attract the Forest star. However, given Tottenham's lack of homegrown numbers, Gibbs-White would solve a few problems for the North Londoners, and one would not be surprised if they tested the waters with an approach. Spurs are looking to sign the Roma midfielder Nicolo Pisilli during the summer transfer window. According to journalist Sebastian Vidal, they have completed the basis of the agreement to sign the 20-year-old prodigy, and talks will resume after the European Under-21 Championships. Multiple clubs keen on Roma prodigy. The 20-year-old is highly rated across Europe, and clubs like Liverpool and Chelsea are keen on the player as well. It remains to be seen whether Spurs can get the deal across the line. It seems that they have a verbal agreement in place. It will be interesting to see if the likes of Chelsea or Liverpool come forward with an offer to design the player. According to Team Talk, both teams are keeping tabs on the young midfielder along with Tottenham. Tottenham have shown a willingness to invest in talented players, and it is no surprise that they are keen on the 20-year-old. He could develop into a key player for the club with the right guidance. Similarly, Chelsea need more depth in the middle of the park. They have a formidable squad at their disposal, and they are one of the biggest clubs in the world. The youngster could be tempted to join a big club like Chelsea, and it remains to be seen how the situation unfolds. Both clubs have the financial resources to tempt Roma into selling the youngster. They will need to convince the player to join the club as well. The young midfielder needs to choose his next destination carefully. He cannot afford to sit on the bench at a big club. He should look to join Tottenham or Chelsea only if they are willing to provide him with a clear pathway to the first team. That wraps up today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with all things Tottenham, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for our latest content. Be sure to give this video a like and share it with fellow Spurs supporters. Let's grow the Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for tuning in. And as ever, come on you Spurs.